Welcome back to Auto Rush Pro, the place where American muscle is never just a car, it's a lifestyle. A heartbeat and a shot of adrenaline straight into the soul. And today, we're talking about a machine that doesn't just represent American power, it defines it. This is the 2026 Ford Mustang Cobra R, a car built for people who want the road to fear them before they even start the engine. If you've ever wanted to see what happens when Ford pushes every limit, breaks every rule, and builds a Mustang purely for the thrill of speed, then buckle in because this one's going to hit hard. From the very first glance, the Cobra R looks like it's ready to throw down. The front end is pure aggression, sharp, wide, and angry. The redesigned front bumper looks like it's inhaling the road, pulling in air through those beastly intakes that feed the V8 under the hood. The LED headlights are narrower and meaner than ever, giving the Mustang an attitude that says, "Move or be moved." There's nothing gentle here, nothing soft. Everything is sculpted for speed, airflow, and dominance. The hood is pure functional art. You get deep-cut vents that release heat in real time, because this isn't a car that's pretending to be powerful. This is a car that lives at high temperature, high RPM, and high adrenaline. From the moment you see it, you know this isn't the Mustang you grew up with. This one grew claws. Move along the side and the Cobra R becomes even more serious. Wider fenders, lower stance, lightweight forged, wheels wrapped in track ready, rubber that grips hard enough to make asphalt cry. Every line of this car leans forward like it's ready to attack. The carbon fiber side skirts hug the body. The mirrors are shaped for aero efficiency, and the entire silhouette is lower, sharper, and more athletic. This is the Mustang reimagined for a generation that demands intensity over comfort and presence over subtlety. The rear is where the Cobra R flexes its authority. You get a massive, high-downforce wing that isn't here to look cool, it's here to push the back end into the ground at triple-digit speeds. The quad exhaust pipes look like cannons ready to fire, and when you hear them, they absolutely deliver. The tri-bar taillights are iconic Mustang, but darker, sharper, more sinister. And that carbon fiber diffuser isn't just decoration, it channels air like a race car. The entire rear end looks like it belongs in pit lane at Daytona, not on your driveway. But let's step inside. Because Ford didn't just slap a race car exterior onto a basic interior. The Cobra R cabin hits you with a motorsport vibe the moment you slide in. Those Recaro seats aren't here to pamper you, they're here to lock you in like a fighter pilot. Alcantara grips your shoulders, leather wraps around the edges, and the bolsters are tight. Because this car expects you to take corners like you mean it. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, wrapped in Alcantara, and every button is placed exactly where your hands want to land. In front of you, the digital cluster isn't about fancy animations or flashy graphics. It's about data. Tire temps, oil pressure, G-forces, lap timers, everything you need when you're pushing this machine to the edge. The infotainment system is fast, responsive, and clean, but Ford knew to keep it minimal. Because in the Cobra R, distraction is the enemy. Driving is the focus. The carbon fiber dashboard trim adds a race-ready personality, and the switchgear feels mechanical and purposeful. Even the sound insulation has been dialed back so the cabin lets in more of the engine's natural roar. That's not a flaw, that's a feature. In a Cobra R, silence is weakness. The back seats? Optional. You can keep them if you want practicality, or delete them completely with Ford's weight reduction package if you want the full track-focused experience. The door panels are lightweight. The floor mats are thin. Everything is here to save weight and sharpen performance. But none of this matters without the heart, because the soul of the Cobra R lives under its hood. And this is where the 2026 model becomes truly legendary. We're talking about a hand-built 5.8-liter naturally aspirated V8, pushing around 640 horsepower and over 580 pound-feet of torque. No turbos, no supercharger, just pure old-school American displacement with modern engineering. It revs fast, it hits hard, and it responds instantly. This engine doesn't wait for boost. It doesn't need help. It wakes up angry and stays angry. Paired with a track-tuned manual transmission, the Cobra R gives you something most modern performance. Cars have forgotten. Total, raw driver control. Every shift is mechanical satisfaction. Every engagement feels like you're part of the machine. And that rear-wheel drive setup delivers power like a sledgehammer to the pavement. Floor it, and the Cobra R lunges forward like a rocket. That 0-60 happens in the low 3-second range. But it's not the number that impresses. It's the violence. The car pulls clean, straight and brutally hard, and that naturally aspirated soundtrack screams through. The quad exhaust with a tone that feels alive. It's thunder. It's fury. It's pure American horsepower. Handling? This isn't the old-school Mustang stereotype. This Cobra R is razor sharp. The adaptive magnetic suspension adjusts instantly, giving you cornering ability that rivals European performance cars. The steering is tight, fast, and communicative. You feel every inch of road, every shift in weight, every bite of the tires. This car doesn't just go fast, it teaches you how to drive fast. And the brakes? Absolutely monstrous. Carbon ceramic discs that can throw the car from 150 mph to 0 without hesitation. No fade, no softness. Just instant surgical stopping power. On a track, the Cobra R is a weapon. On the street, it's a statement. And that statement is simple. Move over. The king is coming through. Now let's talk price. Because exclusivity is part of what makes the Cobra R special. The 2026 model starts around $93,000 in the US. But most buyers with track packages, aero upgrades, and performance options will easily push past $110,000. In Canada and Europe, taxes and import fees take it even higher, while the UK and Germany markets will see it priced more like a premium exotic. But here's the thing, you're not buying a luxury car. You're buying a piece of American performance history. This is the kind of car people stop and stare at. The kind of car that fills parking lots at car meets. The kind of car that gets kids to roll down windows just to hear it scream. It's emotional. It's mechanical. It's loud. It's unapologetic. And in a world going electric, hybrid, and silent, the Cobra R stands tall as one of the last great icons of gas-powered insanity. At the end of the day, the 2026 Mustang Cobra R isn't just built for speed. It's built for people who crave the feeling of control, sound, vibration, and danger. It's built for people who want to wake up the neighborhood at 6 a.m. It's built for people who still believe that driving isn't transportation, it's passion. Thanks for watching Auto Rush Pro. If you're all about real horsepower, real noise, and real American muscle, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because this channel is for people who love cars that don't just move, they live.